Welcome to today's explainer. If you think about the apps you use absolutely every single day, for a lot of us, there's this one green icon just permanently anchored right there on our home screens. We trust it with our totally private conversations, our chaotic family group chats, and actually increasingly with our bank updates. Well, today we're unpacking a massive digital evolution. We're looking at the monetization of an absolute giant, specifically focusing on WhatsApp's fascinating case study in India.
Let's just dive right into this truly staggering number. Over 500 million users. I mean, that is the number of people using WhatsApp in India right now. To put that in perspective, it's practically the digital nervous system for an entire nation. The sheer scale here is absolutely central to Meta's long-term growth strategy. Because when you have 500 million people habitually opening your app, multiple times a day, you hold some unprecedented digital real estate. But okay, this brings us to the ultimate mystery that we're solving today. Because you don't exactly see Bonner ads popping up between texts from your mom, right? Which begs a really fascinating question. How on earth does a company invest massive resources into infrastructure for 500 million people and actually turn a profit without charging them a single dime? Let's get into Section 1, India's biggest digital phenomenon, a ubiquitous platform central to Meta's long-term growth. So what started out as just a lightweight alternative to basic SMS has evolved into a critical piece of infrastructure. It's literally expanded to absorb entire industries. You aren't just sending a quick hello anymore. You're booking train tickets, checking your bank balances, and even buying groceries, and doing all of that without ever actually leaving the chat interface. It's a real game changer. Moving right along to Section 2, the WhatsApp marketing playbook. Mass targeting through simplicity and security.
Their brand positioning here is incredibly straightforward. It's a simple, secure, and reliable messaging platform for everyone. Now, in a digital world that's just constantly adding flashy features, noisy algorithms, and really complex interfaces, WhatsApp kind of marketed itself as the quiet, safe room in a very loud house. And this laser focus on absolute privacy, specifically end-to-end encryption, plus an interface so easy your grandparents can use it without a hitch, that's exactly what built such immense brand trust. Usually brands have to pick a very specific niche, right? But their mass marketing strategy completely defies those traditional rules. Demographically, they're targeting teenagers, business owners, and grandparents all at the exact same time. Geographically, they span highly connected urban hubs and remote rural villages alike. And behaviorally, they're catering to everyone from the casual daily texter to the online shopper, all the way to large-scale customer support teams. It is mass marketing at its absolute most expansive. When we break down their marketing mix, the sheer genius really shines in how they promote. Unlike traditional consumer brands, they're not out there relying on massive billboard campaigns or television commercials. No way. Instead, their growth is driven almost entirely by sheer network effects. Think about it. If your entire family and literally all your colleagues are on WhatsApp, well, you kind of have to be on it too. Combine that with a product offering completely free messaging, end-to-end encryption, and just ubiquitous availability across every device type, and you've got yourself an unstoppable, self-sustaining growth loop. Which brings us to Section 3, the freemium money machine, balancing free consumer access with enterprise revenue. Okay, so this is the absolute heart of their freemium strategy. For personal users, like you and me, we get a completely free, private, encrypted experience. Zero charges, zero friction. But, and here's the kicker, this massive captive audience is exactly what enterprise and business users are paying for. Huge corporations literally pay for the API tools they need to send you things like boarding passes and delivery updates. So basically, the massive businesses subsidize the free side for the rest of us. And to really fuel that enterprise side and convince those businesses to pay up, Meta heavily leverages its own massive social ecosystem to push these click-to-WhatsApp advertisements. Imagine you're just scrolling through Instagram, you see a product you like, and you click a button that seamlessly opens a WhatsApp chat directly with that business. It's brilliant. By weaving WhatsApp so seamlessly into its other platforms, Meta is basically teaching businesses that the absolute best way to acquire and support their customers is directly through a chat window. Now let's look at Section 4, Strengths, Threats, and Rivals. Dominating the market despite fierce competition and scrutiny. Because let's be real, WhatsApp certainly isn't alone out there. Rivals are aggressively carving out their own specific niches. You've got Telegram boasting massive group capacities and cloud storage. Signal leans super heavily into absolute uncompromising privacy. Google Messages, on the other hand, relies on its native Android integration. And hey, even Meta's own Instagram captures a huge chunk of that highly social, creator-driven messaging space.
Yet, despite all those advanced features from rivals, WhatsApp just continues to own the vast majority of the market pie. The sheer inertia of having your entire social graph already set up on one app makes it incredibly difficult for alternative messaging platforms to gain any real traction among the general population. People just stick with what they know. However, it is definitely not all smooth sailing for them. Far from it. Beyond that intense competition, they face some serious ongoing concerns around the spread of misinformation on the platform. On top of that, there's significant privacy-related scrutiny and controversies regarding their data policies. And honestly, most crucially for their monetization efforts, they face strict regulatory challenges in India that directly bottleneck their expansion into payments and commerce. Actually, despite having 500 million users, they've had immense difficulty growing the WhatsApp Pay feature. It really proves that converting casual chat users into financial users is a super complex hurdle just filled with red tape.
So where does it go from here? Section 5, the future. Conversational commerce. AI and shopping seamlessly integrated into one app.
We're looking at a complete paradigm shift here. Conversational commerce in action. Just think about the steps. Step 1. A user clicks an ad on Instagram and instantly opens a chat. Step 2. They're interacting with an AI-powered business bot that's checking inventory and giving instantaneous customer service. And then, Step 3, they actually buy the item using digital payments. The entire consumer journey is completely collapsed into a single, seamless conversation. It's wild. And Meta is aggressively positioning WhatsApp for this exact future. They're deploying some really sophisticated AI right now so businesses can scale their interactions, all while carefully navigating India's super strict cybersecurity regulations. They've already captured the massive audience, right? So now they are basically building the ultimate marketplace directly inside the chat window.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to ponder today. We've seen exactly how they captured 500 million users through pure simplicity, and how they are now layering on these incredibly complex business tools. As the lines between simply texting your friends, shopping for clothes, and checking your bank balance completely blur into one single chat interface, is WhatsApp destined to become the ultimate everything app that runs India's digital future? It's a massive ambition for sure, and the execution is happening right now, literally in the palm of your hand. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and definitely keep an eye on that green icon.